Welcome to the following presentation of the National Football League on NFL Network.
As we move into the Christmas weekend, the Bay Area is crisp and cool on this Saturday evening and brimming with holiday cheer. But there's little being offered the visitors at Oakland's McAfee Coliseum. That's where the Raiders are set to host the Kansas City Chiefs in a renewal of the AFC's most bitter rivalry.
Let's get out here and let's start this thing off right. You know what our mission is?
We want to get into the dance no matter what.
We know that in order to even have a chance to win a world championship, we got to start in the playoffs first.
Give me the ball and let me score with it.
Johnson trying to press this flush into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kind of makes you feel the pressure and you know that everything is riding on you.
It's that time of year when you want to go out there and spoil somebody's, your Christmas, and, so that definitely spoil the playoffs, especially if we're not going to be in it.
You're in the nation now, baby.
I love it, man. They're like a bunch of clowns out there. Everybody's dressed up in their little outfits and things.
Those guys will be stacked in that stadium simply because they want to see them take us out of the playoff race.
It's a must-win for us, too. So we'll go out there and beat the Chiefs, beat our rival, and, come out there with a victory.
Pride, always pride. Don't like losing at all, and I got a whole lot of guys on my team that feel the same way.
It's intercepted, and coming back the other way is Chris Carr. He may score. Carr will go all the way. 100 yards for a Raider touchdown.
We're going to keep fighting. We're going to fight, and we're going to fight. We're going to screw you to death, and then we're going to fight you again.
You never know what kind of Raiders you're going to get from one week to the next.
Every game is a playoff game. It's win or lose. And in order for us to make it to the playoffs, we got to win them all.
46 years. That's how long these two franchises have been exchanging the kind of Christmas gifts that leave a mark. And while both teams have seen better times, meetings between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders are often entertaining, frequently fierce, and almost always close. Good evening, happy holidays, and welcome to Primetime Football on NFL Network. I'm Bryant Gumbel, pleased to be alongside Dick Vermeil, and hoping you brought your voice this time.
I'm ready to go.
We've got the Chiefs and the Raiders. This is a bitter rivalry every year. You are a part of it twice a year for the past 5 years. What makes it tick?
Well, I think it's the history of the whole series. Like you said, 46 years of it. It's from the ownership to the management to the coaching staff to the players, an animosity that's been passed on, and then it's taken advantage of on the game field.
Yeah, we're not trying to kid anybody, though, nor sell you a bill of goods. These two teams are struggling right now. The Kansas City Chiefs are 7-7, have lost 3 straight. The Oakland Raiders are 2-12. They've lost 7 straight. Let's take them each at a time. In the Chiefs' case, they're suffering a bit of a Cleveland hangover, aren't they?
Well, they lost that in overtime. It was a tough one and a game they should have won. Then they lose the next two to two very, very good defensive football teams, and they're going to have to bounce back and play like they're capable. They played awfully hard against the Chargers last week. They play that way this week. I think they could dominate the game because, as you know, the Raiders are struggling on offense.
The Raiders struggling on offense is putting it mildly. They have so many lows on offense, it's frightening. We'll get to some of those this evening. They're 2-12. They've lost 7 in a row. Why have they been so bad? Is it just their offense?
Well, to be as bad as they are, you have to have more than one reason. Okay, you have to have more than one reason. First, only 2 guys have started all 14 games. The other is 2 quarterbacks, 2 coordinators, a lot of turnovers, a lot of sacks, poor pass protection, poor offense.
And we're taking a look at Art Shell. Adam Schefter of NFL Network has reported that at the end of this year, Art Shell will be fired. The Raiders, of course, have issued a press release saying that Adams' report is in error. They say no decision has been made or will be made until the season is over. We had a chance to talk to Art Shell. He said he's not coaching scared. He's a man who, frankly, was fired 12 years ago by Al Davis. He says he's going to go do things his way. Quite a gentleman standing there. This game brought to you in gorgeous, glorious HD on the NFL Network. Oakland has won the toss and will receive. This game a sellout, but you'll see a lot of empty seats tonight. Seems a lot of folks getting set for the holiday weekend have stayed home. Chris Carr will take this just beyond his own 10-yard line. works his way back to the 36 before he is brought down. Let's set the Raiders offense for you. That's second-year pro Andrew Walter. He gets his 8th start of the season. He's been kind of a human pinata. Already been sacked 42 times this year. Behind him, Justin Fargas gets the start at running back. Oakland's deep threat, Randy Moss, is out, and so Morant and Curry are the starting wideouts. Oakland's offensive line, it's been a problem spot all year. Injuries have prompted a series of changes. Tonight, the Raiders, in fact, will be starting 2 rookies at guard opposite center Jake Grove. First and 10 from the 36. Walter will throw and completes this one cross midfield to Johnny Morant. Getting a rare start there, and he takes it to the 45.
It's really nice to start out with a positive here. They're up in a double zone. He's going to release him, then he's going to hook right in front of the safety. Safety will come over and make the play.
So right off the bat, Walter and the Raiders get themselves a first down. Morant has barely played. Frankly, that's only his 3rd catch of the year. 2 of them were last week. Fargas will get his first carry of the evening. Fighting for 3 yardage gives us an opportunity to set Kansas City's defense. It's powered by a pair of young and active ends in Tamba Hali and Jared Allen. Derek Johnson is a budding star at outside linebacker, as is Kavika Mitchell in the middle. The secondary is long and experienced. Ty Law, Sammy Knight, Greg Wesley, Patrick Surtain average almost 10 years of experience in the NFL. Raiders go to a double tight end set as Courtney Anderson checks in along with Randall Williams. This is Fargas again getting the first down to about the 32-yard line before Sammy Knight brings him down.
Just a regular gut play right at the defense. Got a real good block by Langston Walker, 6'6", the right tackle, and 83 right there. Courtney Anderson created a crease.
As the Raiders pick up another first down, it is worth mentioning they're the only team in the NFL that has not scored a touchdown on their opening drive all season long. Fargas again. Fighting his way past the 25. Following the block of Zach Crockett, who let him up in there. Crockett, one of those guys cited by Art Shell to us as one of the leaders of this ball club.
Yeah, he's truly a pro football player. This guy has been around. He's played on 3 different football teams. He's been here for 8 years, and he has been a leader on and off the field, and a very good lead blocker, as you just said.
And a touchdown machine when they get it in close.
Yes. Especially in the old days.
11. Raiders again go double tight end set. Fargas finding lots of running room off the right side, breaking one tackle and gets it down to the 12-yard line before Ty Law can drag him down.
They went inside the tight end and wing backs on the right side of the formation. You'll see right here, he pops it right outside there. They seal. They didn't get the linebacker up in there. He's up inside that A gap, B gap, and boom, Kawika Mitchell, number 50, doesn't get over and make the play.
Raiders getting good blocks from both of those tight ends that have checked in, Randall Williams and Courtney Anderson. Fargas already with 34 yards on the night. Gets the Raiders down to the 12. Fargas to the middle this time to the 9. Tamba Hali gets his first start of the night, his first tackle of the night.
Boy, is he a fine young football player, first-round pick.
State.
Oh, boy, those 2 defensive ends, as they mature, are going to be fine players.
Larry Johnson's dad
good.
was his coach.
Yes, a little bit of holding going on there.
A little bit.
By Courtney Anderson. My gosh. There ought to be a law against that, isn't there? They don't do a very good job, or haven't all year. Of course, this might be an exception if they play well now.
They rely on Fargas again, and he struggles to pick up a couple. Tamba Hali once again with the stop.
Fargas has scored 1 touchdown this year. He's as close to the end zone as he's been in a long time. And he's a tough type of guy, sort of a direct downhill runner. Obviously, he wasn't the starter. Lamont Jordan was the starter when a big, fine, strong running back is injured and can't play.
But Fargas has outgained Jordan on the year. So Richard Lee has checked in for the first time tonight on what would loom as a passing down for the Raiders. Swings it out this side. That's Ronald Curry being pushed backwards and out of bounds.
Once again, they don't get the touchdown in the red zone, have to settle for the field goal. Good job by Ty Law coming up there with Sammy Knight. Both guys, good disciplined positions, come up and knock him out of bounds. Boy, that guy's got a few years experience on him, huh? Been around a long time, 12 years, been in the Pro Bowl a number of times, at least 5 times.
And if you're wondering why the Raiders were taking no chances down there, it should be noted that Walter on the year has already thrown 11 picks in just 7 starts. And yeah, that would make you nervous. Janikowski with a 25-yard attempt. It's good. And with less than 5 minutes gone in the first period, Janikowski has the Raiders on the board and leading 3-0.
Druids Glen Golf Resort, voted European Golf Resort of the Year 2005. A golfer's paradise in the Garden of Ireland. 2 championship golf courses of contrasting design. The luxurious Marriott Druids Glen Hotel and Country Club, featuring 148 specially appointed guest rooms and a magnificent spa and health centre. Visit our driving range, pro shops, golf academy, and get your golfing tips or tuition from our resident PGA teaching professional.
Some people think the internet is a bad thing, a place for mankind to exercise its darkest desires. An open market where you can buy anything you want. Somewhere that is destroying the last of our privacy. Some people think the internet is a bad thing. What do you think?
Start the new year off on NASN with all your top North American sports action. The NFL reaches its postseason, and we bring you full coverage of the wild card weekend and the divisional and conference championships. The NHL shows what its best have to offer with the NHL Young Stars game, the Super Skills competition, and the 2007 All-Star game. And we've got lots more top college basketball featuring Texas, Indiana, and Connecticut. Plus, we've got a live viewer's choice. Just some of your highlights this January on NASN.
Night here in Oakland. Temperatures in the low 50s. Look at that shot. How pretty is that?
Oh, hey, gotta love the Bay Area.
Well, you would.
Yeah.
It's a homecoming for you.
Yes, it was and is.
Sebastian Janikowski, having put the Raiders out in front with a 25-yard field goal, now kicks this one away. Oh. And the up man grabs it. That's Benny Sapp. Taking it in front of Dante Hall and gets it back to the 35-yard line. Kansas City's offense, Trent Green leads them on the field. Since missing 6 games with concussion, he has struggled. Thrown 6 interceptions, just 5 touchdowns. Running back Larry Johnson behind him has over 1,500 yards on the ground. He's Kansas City's top scorer. Tony Gonzalez is the primary receiver. He's at tight end. Up front, Kansas City showing some age. But in the middle, Brian Waters, Casey Wegman, Will Shields, all 3 can still dominate. We've got our first flag of the night. It was an offsides on the Raiders, so that'll be stepped off.
Benny Sapp really shouldn't step back there and take that one.
He took it directly in front of Dante.
Yeah.
And so the Chiefs with good field position, their offense has struggled the past 3 weeks. Johnson gets the carry here and works his way to the 47-yard line before Thomas Howard brings him down. The Raiders defense features 12-year veteran Warren Sapp up front. He's enjoying a monster year at tackle. Derek Burgess with 11 sacks is heading for the Pro Bowl. Howard and Williams, the outside linebacker. Second-year man Kirk Morrison starts in the middle. Safety Michael Huff was Oakland's top draft pick this year. Cornerback Nnamdi Asomugha has 7 interceptions. Swings this one outside. Tony Gonzalez can't get a handle on. This one's free.
No, that was
Raiders
a
are bringing
pass.
it back the other way.
That was a forward
Thomas
pass.
Howard.
No, it's a forward pass.
Well, we know that.
Yeah.
Thomas Howard isn't real sure.
You're wasting all that dance move. And it's a good thing that Trent did throw that at a forward angle there. It didn't get it to the receiver, obviously, but it was a forward pass all the way. See, take a look at it here. It's a good angle to take. You see Chris Wilson, 84. He's the lead blocker. See the line of scrimmage right there. The ball is definitely going forward. Definitely going forward. Incomplete pass.
Give Howard credit for finishing the play.
Nice.
When there's a bit of uncertainty, may as well.
You bet.
It's only 45 yards.
Got a pair of tight ends in there now.
Gonzalez goes in motion to the top of your screen. That's who Green's throwing for, and completes for the first down into Oakland territory to the 45. Michael Huff
they got
bringing him down.
Got a little congested coming in there. Tony Gonzalez was trying to release underneath Jason Dunn. It was a little crowded in there. It was a difficult
He barely
catch.
got his head around in time.
Yeah. That's what happens when you hold up the tight end on the line of scrimmage. You can't clear the lane for the next tight end.
They move in Oakland territory for the first time tonight to the 45-yard line. The pitch is to Johnson. Gets a block on the outside, nears the first down marker before going out of bounds.
You'll see they're going to take the wing back in this situation and block down. They're going to block, moving here, block here, toss the ball, coming outside with the tackle pull. Tight end block down. See big 76 pulling around the side. It's a nice clean corner right there. Good job by Casey Wigman, 62. This has been one of their outstanding running plays all year, and especially in the past as well.
And Johnson got enough for the first. So Trent Green working with a new set of downs from the 35. Give us to Johnson inside. He gets to the 31.
You notice them running the back in motion and just sort of faking it to him and never giving it to him.
For later.
They should give it to him one of these times. But what that does is keep the defense honest and the lanes open, and sometimes helps provide a cutback lane.
Dick, are they using the same terminology that you used there for 5 years?
It's the same offense.
It is the same offense.
Exactly the same. Used a little bit differently, but the same offense. And mostly the same people. In fact, all the same people.
Johnson waiting for some blocking and not getting it. And he's going to lose 3 on the play. Kirk Morrison getting there first. Don't forget, every Sunday, Steve Mariucci and Deion Sanders join host Rich Eisen for NFL Game Day. You can see highlights and analysis of every game. Watch NFL Game Day tomorrow night. It's on a special time, 8 o'clock Eastern, and of course, it's only on NFL Network. Leaves Trent Green and the Chiefs offense looking at a 3rd and 8, and D. Brown is checked into the backfield for the first time tonight. Green in the clutches of Warren Sapp. They're calling this one down. The arm was coming forward. Warren Sapp, as we noted, having a monster season.
I believe right here, Warren Sapp came around the outside there of Brian Waters. Here he comes. Wham! Gets him from the backside. Trent went down on his right arm. Warren Sapp, when he wants to, he can still rush the passer.
After 12 years coming out of the University of Miami.
Well, he leads the NFL for defensive tackles getting sacks this year. With 8, that's his 9th. Brian Waters is going to have to set really firm in that guy. He's strong enough.
The Chiefs are going to go for it on 4th down. Looking at 4th and 8. But they're going to take a timeout because Green was not going to beat the play clock. We'll come back, see what they call right after this.
There was a moment there where I thought, that was a pretty doggone good throw. I can probably play.
My sophomore year against Thomasville, I only got 3 balls. And those 3 went for 144 yards and 2 touchdowns. I knew right then that I was on my way.
And the stadium was rocking. It was packed. Got a total of 400-some yards. That's when I knew.
When people stopped calling me Archie's boy, started calling me Peyton, that was a big moment for me.
Back back in Oakland, we were just watching our referee tonight, Pete Moreeeee, in an animated discussion with Coach Herm Edwards. It looked as if Trent Green called the timeout before the play clock expired, but they have stepped off. No, they have not. It remains at 34, so they had a discussion, but it remains 4th and 8. He is eschewing the 50-yard field goal attempt. And Green will throw for it, throws low this side for Sammy Parker. We've got a flag on the play. It would appear that the reception would also be somewhat in dispute.
Trent did a very nice job of getting that ball off in rhythm. The ball was in the air. The receiver wasn't even out of his break yet and threw it low into the outside. The defender can't get it.
Number 29, defense. Penalties decline. Result of the play, first down.
Oakland has no 29. No. We're guessing that could be Fabian Washington.
Yeah.
All right.
I think he
26, Stanford route.
Yes. That was a big conversion. That's tough to do.
Well, but was it a conversion, Dick? Look at it. And indeed, as we noted,
it'd be an automatic first down anyway because of the illegal chuck. But
right, but it wouldn't cost them the yardage.
Right.
Instead of 28, they'd be looking at 5. Either way, the Chiefs are going to emerge from this with a first down. Just a question of where the...
Oakland has challenged the ruling on the field of a catch.
You saw it. What's your initial reaction? Did you catch it?
I didn't see the replay of it. From here, I thought on the field that he caught it, but I did not see the replay.
Pete Moreeeee will go under the hood. We'll get his decision when we come back. 2-0.
Nurofen, fast, targeted relief for pain.
Freedom for backs. New heat patches from Nurofen.
It's a glitch.
It's not a glitch.
It's got to be a glitch. You just keep hitting the same button.
Just learn how to play the game. Come on, man.
We have our first challenge of the night. Art Shell has questioned Pete Moreee's judgment on a catch by Sammy Parker. Moreeeee has had a couple of looks at it. And Dick, you think it's a catch?
I thought it was a catch.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands, catch. Oakland will be charged with timeout.
Yeah. He had his hands under it initially, pulled it to his body, and it hit the ground. And I think they've got to give him possession prior to hitting
Here's
the
a good
ground.
look at it.
See his arms underneath the ball. It was already tucked to his chest.
So the Chiefs will have first and goal, and Larry Johnson is checked back in. Ball on the 9-yard line is spotted.
They've done a good job in the red zone this year.
Johnson not getting much there, maybe a gain of 2. Stacked up on that side by Warren Sapp and company.
Larry's a very good inside the 10-yard line runner. You know, he can, as big as he is, he can still break off and go parallel and bounce outside and accelerate, get to the pylon, and he can run over the top of a linebacker inside.
In this situation, Trent Green likes to look for Tony Gonzalez, and if Gonzalez manages to catch a touchdown pass, he ties Shannon Sharp for the most touchdowns by a tight end in NFL history. Johnson will get the carry, and he's pushed back as he hits the 6-yard line. Kirk Morrison, middle linebacker, in just his second year out of San Diego State. coming up and knocking Johnson back. There's a look at what we talked about with Tony Gonzalez, a chance to get a piece of history tonight in a place where he played his college ball up at UC Berkeley. By the way,
great football player.
By the way, he wanted me to wish his mom, Judy, a happy birthday. He says if he gets the touchdown tonight, she will get the ball. The 11th play of the drive for the Chiefs. Green will throw for it. Looking and finding Eddie Kennison. He caught it, and we've got a flag.
Good improvisation by Trent. I think they got defensive holding in the end zone there. Eddie Kennison catching his 4th touchdown pass for this year.
And defense, penalties decline.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Touchdown.
Eddie just kept working. When Trent got outside, see the right side of your screen, he's stretching the zone. Now he comes back to the inside. You can see the pass interference all the way. Great concentration by Kennison.
That was Fabian Washington getting there a bit early.
Over there.
Yeah. Lawrence Tynes is on for the extra point, and the Chiefs are on the board. An 11-play, 60-yard drive. Both teams have scored on their opening drives. We've got a 7-3 ball game in Oakland at McAfee Coliseum with 5:21 to play in the first.
As well as being a thirst-quenching soft drink,
Yes, that's right, Dave.
a Sprite is also a sort of goblin. This Sprite is not so refreshing at a festival. And it definitely hasn't got any taste.
Here we go. Right and left and right and right. Left and right and right and left.
Try new Sprite Z. Great Sprite taste, 0 added sugar.
Technology has made your morning easier. Why not your shave? The Philips Smart Touch XL is designed to shave more with every touch, with 3 shaving rings in each shaving head. And because it pivots to stay on your face and neck, even tricky hairs are cut. Simplicity is making every stroke count.
The NFL enters the final week of the regular season this weekend on NASN, and we've got a Saturday night special presentation as the New York Giants take on Washington in an NFC battle. Live NFL, Giants versus Washington, this Saturday only on NASN.
In Oakland, where we've got a 7-3 score, and Dick, consider yourself fortunate. We've already had more offense tonight than we had in Green Bay 2 nights ago.
We're going to see some more, too.
We've seen both teams score in their opening drives. The Raiders, 9 plays, 57 yards, ending in a field goal. The Chiefs, 11 plays, 60 yards, ending in a Eddie Kennison 6-yard reception. And so Tynes will kick it away to Chris Carr. Carr runs right in the arms of Rod Gardner and brought down the 28-yard line. And we've got some good old Raider Chiefs pushing and shoving. No
Starting a little
surprise
early,
here.
isn't it? It's a waste of energy.
Peace on earth, goodwill toward men.
Yeah, get back on the
Except
bench.
if you're wearing a different helmet.
There's some guys around the stands here wearing some goofy helmets, too.
We'll take a break while they cool off. We have a 7-3 ball game at McAfee Coliseum. Chiefs are on top of the Raiders.
TV Digital ist da. 14 Tage volles Programm. Top-Übersichtlichkeit im großen Format. Neu und einzigartig in Deutschland. Komplett mit allen Programmen von Kabel Digital Home. Plus ARD, RTL, Pro7 und Co. in einem Heft. Alle 31 Kabel Deutschland Programme mit Bewertung und allen Sendeterminen. Bestellen Sie jetzt Ihr Abo unter 080 5 99 77 44. TV Digital. Das ist die Zukunft.
Call and text your T-Mobile mates more, so you won't miss a thing. One great rate on pay-as-you-go. Mates rates from T-Mobile.
We're counting down the hours to Christmas Eve, and we're doing it from Oakland on a cool Saturday night, where the Chiefs find themselves leading the Raiders 7-3. Andrew Walter rolling this side and flipping it back to Randall Williams. He's brought down at 35. We talked about how bad Oakland has played this year, and when you take a look at this, it's really no secret why they're 2-12.
Oh, it really, 38 giveaways, 17 fumbles lost, a difference in terms of -16.
And by the way, we didn't put up their 21 interceptions, which is also worse than the league.
Yeah, it's just...
It's why when we asked Art Shell what's been the problem this year, he says the guys just really haven't played well.
Yeah.
He said, and I shouldn't say the guys said that, he said we haven't played well. He included himself in there. Fargas coming this side, shakes one tackler and appears to have a first down. He broke the tackle of Derek Johnson.
It looked like they were trying to hook block over on this side right here and pull a tackle around the seal and then bounce to the outside, make the linebacker scrape off. You see the big guy switch block right there. Now Fargas inside out. It's Ty Law coming up and making the push outside. That was Derek Johnson normally makes that play.
So the Raiders find themselves with another first down. Fargas enjoying a good night so far on the ground. Good pickup by Fargas, the blitzer. Gives Walter time to complete this one to Ronald Curry. Good job by Fargas picking up the blitzer linebacker.
The running back has to be able to step up and take those backers on like that, and he did an excellent job. You see it, 25 right here in the middle of your screen. Boom, comes back and gets Kavika Mitchell right there. Provides the quarterback the time to make that throw. Here's the blitz coming from the right side. There comes Kavika. Comes back up inside, too late.
Real good block by the former Trojan.
He is a tough guy.
16-yard pickup, and Walter tonight is 4 of 4 for 39 yards. He'll throw again. Comes this side for Crockett, but Crockett is knocked back by Derek Johnson. That one falls incomplete. Tonight's aerial coverage brought to you by Under Armour. You see a lot of empty seats here at McAfee Coliseum. We should note that this one is a sellout. They have sold out 6 times, including this one this year. But there are a lot of empty seats here tonight, due in part to the 2-12 record, no doubt, but due in part also to the fact that this is the Saturday before Christmas. There's people traveling. A lot of people, I'm sure, doing last-minute shopping.
Came after
throwing
him
this
again.
One high and falling incomplete. It was intended for Ronald Curry.
Justin Fargas had to step up and take on a blitzer from the I-back position. Again, you'll see him step up inside, but he's deep in the backfield. Now Kavika, number 50, comes in there, and he gets good penetration on the quarterback and forces the high throw. It's hard from the tailback position to get up there quick enough. Coach John Shute.
And of course, he replaced Tom Walsh as the offensive coordinator several weeks ago. Rashard Lee has checked in for Fargas.
Ball's knocked out.
And the ball's loose. Ball's loose. Looks like Raider jumped on it, but Jared Allen comes up with it and takes it back to the 36-yard line. I think that was Tamba Holly that got there first and knocked the ball free.
They had an overload blitz to the tight end side of the formation. They're coming from over here with too many people. It gets in there free. Now you'll see the bang, the ball goes loose. He gets knocked the ball loose. Yeah, it is Jared Allen. Good call. Kawika Mitchell got to him right there.
And frankly, it looked like 66, looked like Langston